Hello, we are live. We are live. Before I say any other thing, or before I even do my official introduction, I want to say something, like always. I don't like it when people tell me, oh, instead of buying a lot of perfumes, I think you should find a signature scent and stick to. Who told you I'm looking for a signature scent? Did we ever have a conversation? Because I don't remember telling you that I am looking for a signature scent. I mean, that is rude. That is rude. That is very rude to perfume lovers. Never tell a perfume lover to find a signature smell. No disrespect to people who have signature smells. I respect them. I appreciate them. Sometimes I even admire. I'm like, oh, this person smells the same, which is boring, but that is their choice. I mean, come to think of it. What if I have a signature smell and someone is doing something shady? Immediately they smell me from afar, they are going to stop whatever shady thing they are doing because they smelled my perfume from afar. Personally, the way I smell depends on my mood. Sometimes when I wake up, I want to smell like a boss. You only speak when you are spoken to. So I gather all my masculine smells, all my woods and all of that, just so I can smell strong. Sometimes too, I want to smell so sweet. I want to attract all the ants in the world, so I smell so sweet. Sometimes too, I want to smell adorable. You know, it's just depend on the mood that I am in for that day. So please, never tell me to have a signature smell. I don't want to smell the same. I want to smell different all the time. But of course, there's going to be a one particular note that runs through, but that is not given signature though. Don't tell a perfume lover to have a signature smell and don't buy a lot of perfumes. What are you doing with this plenty perfumes? Why do you have so many perfumes, girl? Please allow us. Is it your money? Is your perfume missing? Is your money missing? I beg. Let us be. Let us be, and let's be real.
Nice try. Let's be real. Well, you bitches wanna look like me.
Okay, guys, my name is Jonathan Ingstyle, and welcome to another episode of my podcast. It feels so surreal saying this, that my podcast. I have a podcast, guys. Okay, so the first two episodes that I uploaded is doing quite well. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's just a humble beginning. It's a start. I'm testing the waters. I'm seeing what people are thinking. Are people feeling me? Please, when you watch the video, let's discuss the topic in the comment section. I get it. I know I look good. Thank you for all the compliments. I really appreciate it. But to make this comment section very interactive and very, you know, appealing, let's discuss the topics that I discussed. Let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think. Today's topic that I'm coming to discuss is I'm gonna hit and how do they call it? They have a saying they say, I'm gonna hit the hammer on the nail, or I'm gonna hit the nail, girl. Let's get into today's topic.
Nice try. Let's be real. Well, you bitches wanna look like me.
So, I got a message from someone, so I'm going to read it and we will debate it. We will talk about it. I have made some points from the message this person sent, so I'm going to read it out loud and then we talk about it. Let's call this person Kofi. Kofi is a 27-year-old Ghanaian man who always wanted to start his own tech company. He had a small setup idea while in university and even got an investor interested, but his parents didn't approve. They told him, we didn't suffer to send you to school so you can play with computers. Get a stable job, make money, and take care of this family. Out of respect, Kofi dropped his setup idea. It can never be me. I am not dropping what I want to pursue what you want. I get it. I mean, I did not ask to be here. So now that you've brought me here, you would have to do the needful. I'm sorry to African parents. Sometimes African parents can be so difficult. They can be very difficult. And I respect my friends with cool parents. My mom is late, but my dad is cool. He allowed me to be, even with that. The sort of length we had to go. Let me just continue. We will get into it. So Kofi dropped out of school. He got a stable job in banking, and then he started earning good money. But he feels very empty, like he's living someone else's dream. His parents proudly tell relatives, "Our son works in a big bank," but Kofi secretly asks himself every day, "Am I really successful, or am I living my parents' dream?" You are definitely living your parents' dream. One thing with African parents, once you are done with school, or when you are entering into uni, you have to start setting your boundaries from there. I had a course mate whose parents didn't know what she was reading in school. She lied to them and she went with her passion. Because it's very difficult when you are trying to live a life that is totally not you. When you are trying to live a life that you are totally not interested in. It's one difficult thing. And these parents don't want to understand. And sometimes too, I feel like we can talk to them. But sometimes too, these parents are very difficult and they don't want to listen. Today, we are going to discuss it. We are going to go deep into it. I am scared that today's episode is going to be quite long because I feel like I have a lot to say and there is a lot that will be said. My question is, are Kofi's parents being sacrificial or selfish? And I'm going to answer my question myself. They are being selfish at this point. In as much as African parents want the best for their children, sometimes I feel like they want their kids to be what they couldn't be. But that is not the situation. It is not my fault that your parents couldn't give you the life you want. It's not my fault that you did not have the head to become a medical doctor or a banker. So now you are pushing me to do what you like. Because if this is not selfish, tell me what it is. This is clearly out of my interest. I want to be in tech. You are also telling me to get a stable job or a decent job. Do you know how much people in tech are making right now? Some parents are very difficult. Some of them too, you have to talk to them. You have to sit them down and talk to them. Listen, this is the part I want to take. And if they don't listen to you, grab the bull by its horn and run with it. Once you become successful, they are going to come along. Trust me. With some parents, they just want to make sure that you are okay. Some people, they just care too much. They just love you too much. They don't want to see you fail. So you have to prove to them that you will not fail because this is what you've told yourself that you are going to do. So grab your bag, leave home. Go follow your passion, follow your dream. When you become successful, they are going to come around. They are going to come around. Let me give you a scenario. This is a real life story though. It's my life. When I completed senior high school, I wanted to do fashion. I wanted to become a fashion designer. That is what I wanted to do. I had my own plans. I had it laid out. I even started, doing makeup and, it's all fashion related. So when the time came for me to go to uni, I told my dad that I want to go to school and study fashion. This man looked straight into my eyes and said, but that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. So I had to stay home an entire year. People had to go speak to him, some of his own family members had to sit him down and talk to him that, you know what, people are actually making money from this fashion thing. If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. They actually had to convince this man to take me to school. He took me to school. I was there. In the first year, it was very difficult. I never thought that studying fashion can be this difficult. But yeah, that is a story for another day. But no matter how difficult the course was, I had interest in it. So I learned, I studied, and I came out with good grades. I graduated. And I am doing well. Look at me now. I have my own fashion business. By the grace of God, it's doing so well. So sometimes with these parents, you have to take a bold step. You have to step out there. You have to go do it for yourself. I know one YouTuber on this platform that I love so much. Demma. I remember watching one of her videos. She said when she came back from the UK with her master's degree, She told her parent that she want to move to Lagos and pursue content creation. Mothers are always on your side, but the fathers are difficult to crack. So her dad was like, no, you are not moving to Lagos. You are not going to be a content creator. You have a good degree. Work with your degree. She said she packed her things and she left. She packed and she left. And now she's one of Nigeria's successful YouTubers or content creators. So with our parents, some of them are very difficult. They will force you to do what they couldn't do. And some too, when you talk to them, they will listen. And some of these parents too, some of them too are very, are very understanding. It's your choice. Do what you want. They're just going to guide you through it. And I feel like that's how it should be. African parents should just guide their children into what they want to become, but not groom them into becoming what they want to see. Okay, so another question that I have that I'm going to answer myself, and I want you to interact with me in the comment section. Will children choose security or passion when their parents have invested so much in them? First of all, it's every parent's responsibility to take care of their kids. And as a child, it's your mandate to respect them. You know what? Because there is no way I'm going to spend my money on someone who doesn't respect me. We are going to respect you, but we are going to stand our grounds. That is what we should be doing. Respect them, talk to them nice. I mean, they are your parents. They treat you good. You treat them good, but you have to stand your grounds. I am not going to choose security over my passion, knowing where I come from and where I want to be, knowing the sort of dreams and the sort of aspirations and all of that. I'm not going to choose security. I'm not going to choose comfort. I would rather live in discomfort, accomplish my dream, and have a long-term comfortability. I hope you get what I'm saying. So now, if you choose to follow your passion and ignore security, you will go a long way, achieve your dreams, satisfy your wants, satisfy your needs, come to a realization that, okay, this is the time I sit and relax and enjoy the fruit of my labor. That is all that you've been working on over the years. That one gives you a longevity of security. That one gives you a long... that, that one gives you, it sustain you for a longer time. So you wipe entirely off this earth's surfaces. So in the beginning, I will advise you choose passion. Follow your passion and build a long-term security goals rather than having a short-term security and then suffering later in the future. So please, and when you are doing what you love, when you follow your passion, when you go with what your heart desire, it doesn't feel like a job. You don't feel propelled, or it's not mandatory. You don't feel forced. The work flows. It comes easily. Trust me, in Kofi's case, he became a banker and now he feels so empty. So that's what happens to you. You go through burnout. You will not be yourself. You'll be stressed. Anxiety will kick in. It's just a whole lot of things. It's just like waking up every morning at 6 a.m. to go catch a bus to go to work, knowing very well that you hate this job. This is not what you wanted to do. But in hindsight, this waking up at 6 a.m. would come with joy. You would feel so happy waking up at that 6 a.m. because you know what? You are going to do what you love. So yeah, I'm not going to choose security over passion. No, let me even reframe that. I am not going to choose short-term security over passion and sacrifice my long-term security goals. I hope I'm making sense.
Nice try. Let's be real. All you bitches wanna look like me.
My last question that I have over here is, who should decide what success really means? The child or the parent? Ooh, this one is very tough. This is very tough because your parents, obviously, they've been in the world for a very long time. They've been here. As a matter of fact, they gave birth to you. So they know what's good and what's bad. And if you remember earlier on, I mentioned that sometimes they are just scared that you might go wayward or you might suffer. But the truth too is the fact that you did not succeed at it doesn't mean that I am also not going to succeed at it. Because one thing for sure is when something is backed by passion, it always work out. 9 out of 10, it's always work out because you're putting in your all. So I really don't know how to answer this. If it's the parents who should determine success or is the child who should determine success. Left to me alone, follow your heart. And that is what a good parent will tell you. They will tell you to follow your heart. They will tell you to go with the flow. You can actually lose yourself doing what you've been forced to do. You can lose yourself when you choose the wrong career path. You can even die out of it. Excuse my words. Because that's how tedious it is to be doing things that you are not interested in. It's difficult. It's very difficult. So when it comes to determine success, I mean, it's your life. And you know that what you are doing is not harmful. It's not hurting anyone. It's you. You know what you want to achieve. You know the end goal. You have set your objectives. You know how best this is going to work out for you. So yeah, I guess success is determined by your passion and your hard work and your enthusiasm. So it can never be determined because you know your parents can choose a career path for you and you can still go and fail. It may look like they set you up for failure, but I'm not sure they were thinking that you will go through that path and fail. They thought, oh, we know it, you will succeed there. But you just might go and fail. And you can also choose to do your own thing and still fail at it. One thing is, if it is your passion and you fail at it, you will rise 10 times better. Because that is what you want to do. You've learned from your previous mistakes. Therefore, whatever you've learned before, you are going to put it into your next trial or your second chance to succeed. But when you are forced to do it, once you feel like you are a failure. You feel like, oh, you don't feel good about yourself. You start categorizing yourself as a burden. So a parent can choose a career path for you and you still fail at it. You can choose and still fail. But the difference is when you fail yourself, you rise up 10 times. You gather some sort of carry, some sort of momentum. Yeah. I really want you to, let me know what you think in the comment section, because at this point, I may be saying what is in my mind and someone may not agree with me. But the thing is, I have lived this experience, so I know what I am saying. My dad wanted me to go to school to study a white-collar job, quote unquote. I wanted to do fashion. Let me tell you something. When I graduated, I launched my brand, Giftian. I launched it when I was doing my national service in school as a teaching assistant. I launched and I thought that, oh, that is it. I thought that I have arrived. It was a very successful launch. My friends helped me. The models looked good. The pictures looked good. I sold some of the collection. It was beautiful. But it couldn't sustain me. Whatever money I made from that collection, I borrowed money to do the launch. So I used that money to pay off the money I borrowed to launch. It couldn't sustain me. I couldn't find capital. It was a lot. It was a lot. Did I fail? Yes. Did I learn from my previous experience? Yes. Am I better now? Yes. Am I thriving? Yes. Will I go far? Yes. Am I going to make it? Yes. Will I be big? Yes. Because now I know better. So even if you choose your own path, even if you choose to do what you want, it is not always going to be glossy. There are going to be some bumps here and there, but the difference is it's you who chose it. So you will hold yourself accountable. You will bring yourself to an accountability and do better. But if someone else chooses for you, my dear, oh, when you fall deep. Okay, so here brings us the end of another successful topic, well discussed and well digested. And I hope that you grabbed one or two things from it. Yeah, I am not saying that you should disrespect your parent or you shouldn't listen to your parent, but the best they can do is to guide you through it all. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to leave you with a topic to discuss because I want the comment section to be very lively. It says, are African parents raising children for the children's future or to fulfill their own dreams? Let me know in the comment section. Bye.
Nice try. Let's be real. All you bitches wanna look like me.